The White House has seen countless world leaders, presidents, and dignitaries pass through its historic doors. From Winston Churchill to Nelson Mandela, history has unfolded on its polished floors. But what unfolded today was unlike anything before. Because this time, the guest was not a politician, not a head of state, but a future queen. Princess Leonor of Spain, the heir to one of Europe's oldest thrones, stepped onto American soil, welcomed personally by former President Donald Trump in a reception that stunned even seasoned observers. And yet, the true shock was not just the meeting, but the setting, the reveal of a newly completed $200 million ballroom inside the White House, a venue said to rival Europe's grandest palaces. What was meant to be a formal welcome quickly transformed into a spectacle of unprecedented scale. The symbolism could not have been more powerful. America, a republic founded on the rejection of monarchy, opening its heart and home to the young woman destined to inherit Spain's crown. The contrast was striking, and the images beamed around the world spoke volumes. Trump, known for his flair for the dramatic, extended his hand as Leonor descended the steps in a flowing ivory gown. Cameras flashed, the crowd roared, and in that single moment, two worlds, one of democratic politics, the other of ancient royalty, collided in dazzling fashion. But why this grand gesture? Why did the White House choose this moment, this guest, to unveil its most opulent space in modern memory? The ballroom itself, dripping with chandeliers and gilded with intricate gold leaf, has been whispered about in Washington circles for years. Built to cement America's image as a host of global power, it had yet to be revealed, until now. And it was Leonor, not a president, not a prime minister, who became the face of its unveiling. Observers point out that this wasn't just about politics, it was about legacy. Trump, ever conscious of spectacle and symbolism, seemed intent on tying his name to one of the most glamorous diplomatic encounters of the decade. For Leonor, however, the stakes were different. This wasn't just about appearances, this was her introduction to the American people, her chance to step into a role far larger than herself. Could she balance the poise of a queen with the warmth of a global citizen? Would America embrace her not just as a foreign princess, but as a future monarch of Europe? As the evening unfolded, answers began to emerge. Guests reported that Leonor spoke with confidence, moving fluently between Spanish, English, and even a few words in Danish, a subtle nod to her engagement to Prince Christian of Denmark. At just 19, she commanded the room, not by overpowering it, but by drawing people in with a quiet strength. Trump himself, known for dominating conversation, seemed at moments content to let Leonor shine. Witnesses described the dynamic as unexpectedly respectful, a recognition that the night was about her, not him. And then there was the ballroom. At over $200 million, it is said to be the most expensive renovation in White House history. Gold-plated fixtures, Italian marble floors, murals depicting America's founding alongside scenes of global unity, it was a space designed not just for politics, but for legacy. As the curtains were drawn back and the hall revealed in its full splendor, gasps filled the room. The audience wasn't simply watching a diplomatic event, they were witnessing history being crafted in real time. And standing at the center of it was Leonor. But behind the grandeur, deeper questions linger. Was this spectacle a genuine gesture of welcome, or a carefully staged political theater? Was Leonor truly being embraced by America, or was she being used as the perfect figure to lend glamour to an American project? And what does this mean for her role as Spain's future queen? Will moments like these strengthen her global standing, or place her under even more scrutiny? The answers may not come immediately, but one thing is certain: Leonor's presence at the White House has already left an indelible mark. She arrived as a princess on an official visit, but she departed as something more, a figure who bridges continents, cultures, and centuries of history. Her arrival was a reminder that royalty, even in the modern age, still holds a power that politics alone cannot replicate. As the night drew to a close, the cameras captured one final, unforgettable image. Leonor standing at the center of the ballroom, the chandeliers casting light around her, Trump at her side, the audience behind her in awe. For a brief moment, she wasn't just Spain's heir. She was a symbol of unity, grace, and a future that refuses to be bound by old divisions. And so, the question remains, When the history of this moment is written, will it be remembered as Trump's triumph, America's new chapter, or Princess Leonor's true debut onto the global stage? One thing is clear, what the world witnessed was no ordinary reception. It was the making of histoire.